Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Simply Grace, and if you're not new here, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my take on the clean makeup look. So if you want to see what my take is, definitely keep on watching. Okay guys, so I want to do the clean look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you guys around my makeup collection, and we're going to choose what we're going to be using for the clean look today. So I want to be glowy, so we're going to go ahead and use the Hollywood Flawless Filter in shade 4. So this is our first product. I'm going to use this as my primer as well, in conjunction with my Milk Makeup Primer, because my skin has been a little bit dry, so I'm going to use this on top of that. Look at this sign, you guys. I absolutely love this. Go for it. If you have a dream, chase it, because girl, no one else is going to do it for you. You do it. You run and you chase that dream, because I know you can. Now that was random, but I love spreading, you know, positivity, good vibes. I feel like if you put your mind to it, you can definitely do it. It's not gonna happen overnight, but it will eventually happen. You know what I mean? So just work hard, and before you know it, you'll be living that dream. Okay, so now we're gonna go into foundation. Lately, I have been adoring the NYX concealer. This has been top favorite for me lately, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this, as well as the NARS foundation. This looks beautiful on the skin. I'm gonna take these two right here. This one for some glow, and this one for under the eyes to help brighten and set my makeup. These two are gonna be perfect. I know they're both loose setting powders, but you can use loose setting powder all over the face. Makeup has no rules. It's really how you wanna use it. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do these two powders. We're gonna go into our blush, bronzers, and highlights. Since I want to look naturally glowy, we're gonna do some cream and some powder. Lately, I have really been enjoying my Rare Beauty bronzing stick. This is in the shade Happy Soul. And girl, this looks stunning, and it's super easy to work with, so I really love that. And then this Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek product, this is the shade Work. This shade is stunning, and it looks absolutely beautiful. So for powder, blush, and bronzer, I'm going to be taking the MAC Give Me Sun. This is a skin mineralizing powder, but I enjoy this as a bronzer. Very, very pretty sun golden bronzed beauty, so I feel like this will be perfect. I'm going to go ahead and use that, as well as for my blush. I'm debating, I don't know, I think I'm going to take this Laura Mercier Strawberry Blush. This is stunning, you guys. If you're wondering why they have like this green dot on them, it's because when I used to work at Ulta, if I took stuff to touch up my makeup around the day, I would have to prove that it was my makeup and not like stolen makeup. So if they sold it, then I needed a green dot. But this is the shade, super, super pretty. It's perfect and strawberry-like. I feel like it'll be perfect to mix with that Milk Makeup one. So these two on top of the bronzer and the blush, as well as I think today we're gonna take this Wet n Wild highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals. This is super stunning and drugstore. And then lately I've been loving this Rare Beauty 4-in-1 Optimist spray. This has really just become a true favorite of mine, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime and set my makeup with this. Oh my goodness, girl, how can we forget? We completely spaced out the brows, so I have a vision for light fluffy brows. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the Lift and Snatch NYX Professional brow pen, and then I'm going to take the Patrick Ta Eyebrow Wax. Okay, you guys, so I showed you everything that I'm going to be using. Honestly, this is such an easy look that I feel like anyone can do it, so I'm super excited to do this type of video for you guys, because I really love when beginners and anyone can do it. Even if you're older than me, even if you're younger than me, no matter what kind of skin texture you have, this should work as well. If you are an oily gal, definitely set your makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and I'm debating if I should show you guys how I'm gonna do my brows, because that takes a little bit of time, but I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna use. So for my brows, I'm gonna go ahead and carve them out. I always carve them out first. So I'm gonna use the NYX concealer to carve out my eyebrows, okay? Then I'm gonna put my brow wax on, just with a little bit of a spoolie. I'm gonna brush this product into the brows. Any sparse areas, I'm gonna fill them in with this brow pen. Since it is such an easy look, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how I carve my eyebrows. I already brushed them up with a spoolie. I'm going to go ahead and carve them out with some concealer. This is the NYX concealer on a flat brush like this. And I'm just going to go ahead and carve my brows out to the shape that I want. Okay, so as you can see, I carved out my eyebrow. Now I'm going to go ahead and use the brow wax. You want to take an alcohol-free setting spray. Go ahead and brush that brow wax in. Okay, once your brow looks like this, it's nice and laminated compared to this one, you see? I'm going to go ahead and take the brow pen and just fill in any areas that are sparse. For me, that is always the tail. For primer, I'm going to go ahead and use two. I'm going to be using the Milk Makeup to hydrate because my skin's been a little bit dry lately. So I'm just going to take a pump. I'm actually really enjoying the way my eyebrows came out today. They look very, very pretty. I haven't done my eyebrows in a long time like this, and I think I'm going to go back to it. Now I'm going to be using the Flawless Filter from Charlotte Tilbury, and this one I'm just going to put in certain areas to, you know, target where I want the glow. High points of the cheeks, the nose, Cupid's bow, a little bit on the forehead. Let that sit in. While I do a little bit of a something on my eyelids, I'm gonna go ahead and set them with the Maybelline Lasting Banana Powder, and I'm just gonna put this a little bit on the eyelids to set them. I'm gonna take the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes palette, and I'm gonna take 2 shades of brown. I'm gonna take an angled brush, dark brown right here, and just create a brown winged liner. When you use eyeshadow, it just looks a lot softer, so I highly recommend you trying eyeshadow. It's also a lot easier to do than liquid. That brown that you see, I'm gonna go ahead and smudge it out with a lighter brown right here, just a little bit over the top. I'm gonna take this light shade right here and just put that on the inner part of the eye to help open up that area. For mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and combine these two. This is the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara and the Anastasia Mascara. Look how pretty, you guys. This is just the Urban Decay one. If you end up like me, getting a little bit of mascara on the eyelid, let it dry. Do not touch it, let it dry. Girl, let it dry. Because I have made the mistake where I've touched it and ruined the whole makeup. So don't touch it, let it dry. We'll get rid of it in a little bit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and apply my foundation. So I'm gonna use the NARS Light Reflecting Foundation in the shade Patagonia, which is, I believe, medium 1.2. I'm gonna go ahead and apply it on my skin. Before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and melt it into the skin in circular motions like this. I saw a girl on TikTok doing this, and it looked very, very pretty. So I thought, why not try a new technique and see what happens. Oh, do you see it oxidizing? I never realized how dark it gets. That's weird. I've never seen the foundation do that before. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and blend it in with the sponge. This is a Wet n Wild sponge from Walmart, you guys. These sponges are super affordable and very good. I'm gonna go ahead and take my bronzer, and I'm just gonna draw it where I want to bronze up the skin. Forehead to make it look a little smaller. I find this to be the perfect way to bronze up my nose because I used to have issues with contouring my nose, but now, you guys, it's super easy. I'm gonna go ahead and take my blush. I'm gonna take the shade Work from Milk. And this, apparently you can use it on your cheeks and your lips, so that's exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and take a blush brush and just apply this all over the cheeks on the high points. The shade, you guys, is just super beautiful. I'm taking a bristle blush brush. This one is from Royal and Linico. These brushes are very, very good. And I saw that they had a set at Walmart for like $15, so super affordable. I go ham with this blush because I just find it to be so beautiful. And I apply my blush up towards the cheekbones because it just gives a little bit of a lifting effect. I love the way that looks. I put a little bit on the nose, you know, to look a little rosy. So now I'm gonna take my concealer and I'm gonna apply this down the bridge of my nose, Cupid's bow, forehead, the chin a little bit, under the eyes, okay, to avoid creasing, I get a little bit of powder. I look up, I set the under eye. Then I'm gonna take that same powder and I'm gonna pat it on a puff, pat it on the back of my hand. And then to set the rest of my face, I'm gonna be using the Rare Beauty Illuminating Powder, just because I wanna keep the glow, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna take a little bit on my top. I love this packaging. It just makes me feel safer with my powder because these can be so messy. But this one has a little applicator, so it makes it so much easier. I'm gonna take a large fluffy brush, pat off the excess, and set the rest of my face. And this is just gonna give a light little fluffy glowy look. So then I'm gonna take a clean fluffy brush, okay? And I'm just gonna go over right here to get rid of the mascara that got on the eyelids. Do you see that? Gone. So let it dry, girl. I know you want to take it off, but don't. Okay, so now I'm gonna go ahead and bronze up my skin a little bit more. I'm gonna take my MAC Give Me Sun and I'm gonna bronze up my skin. Do you see how beautiful that bronzer just looks? Perfect. So never forget the chin and the jawbone. Now I'm gonna take my blush with my Real Techniques blush brush. I'm gonna take this Wet n Wild highlight and apply it on the high points. Now I'm gonna go ahead and set my face in place. Since I am a little bit glowy in areas that I wouldn't necessarily want, I'm gonna take some of my powder and I'm gonna put it in those areas. Make sure that your face is dry. And that, you guys, is my secret as to how I make this setting spray work with my combo to normal skin, because if you are an oily gal, you definitely want to set your face in place in certain areas, not everywhere, but definitely in like the pores and the T-zone, because if you don't, it's not gonna last. So always set your face. That is my tip. As for the rest of my makeup, basically we're done, you guys. I'm not gonna do the lower lash line. I am gonna do a little bit of lip. I'm gonna take this NYX Professional Lip Suede liner in the shade Whipped Caviar. And I'm just gonna go ahead and top it off with Sweet Mouth by Fenty Beauty. And for the hair, you guys, technically, since it is a clean look, I would have put my hair up in like a sleek bun or whatnot, but I actually want to do this down the middle and just tame the front pieces. And there you have it. This is my take on the clean look. What do you guys think? Do you like it? Do you think you would rock it? I feel like this is perfect for every day, for work, for school, for interviews, a mom on the go. This is quick and easy to do. I feel like it works for all skin types as well. So I wonder, are you gonna try this? Definitely leave me a comment down below. Tag me on Instagram if you do try this makeup. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Nonetheless, don't forget to subscribe, give it a like, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.